What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much as you guys seen on the last video, honestly, we made a little bit of progress on the car. I know it doesn't look like a ton of progress has been made on it, but we at least managed to get the headers fully fitted onto the car. And honestly, we have a little bit of clearance issue still, but I think that can easily be banged out by smacking one of the runners inside, and that's basically the last two runners that have that clearance issue. But we can get that situated with a little bit of banging, and honestly, it's not going to kill any of the power in reality, because this car is going to be a nitrous car, and so he's still going to make pretty good power on it. I seen also that he ended up getting a new slave cylinder or master cylinder for the clutch line, or for the clutch, so all that is situated. We got to bleed it still. We're going to reroute this to make sure that it's tucked out of the way, and that way it pretty much stays situated. Aside from that, we also got the shifter setup installed. Again, I just want to give a huge shout out to MAXPEEDINGRODS and MAXPEEDINGRODS Macy for helping me out with this and helping my brother out with that shifter setup. It is a budget friendly shifter. Honestly, I would recommend it, and I will go ahead and put the link in the description so you guys can get somewhat of a discount also if you guys are interested, because honestly these are actually worth it compared to paying $400 plus for a K-Tune one. This will do the job as long as you Loctite everything, and I do recommend Loctiting all your nuts and bolts, because again, they can come loose and they can vibrate over time. But as you guys seen on the last video, my brother went through the gears, and honestly it grabs every single gear phenomenally, and there's no issues with it at all. I know he had one issue, and that was these brackets were actually pushed too far back and it wasn't allowing it to go into certain gears, but that is all situated. So what we're going to be doing now is actually concentrating on the fuel setup. So we got to get the fuel injectors on, we got to get the fuel rail on, we got to get the fuel regulator mounted into its position, and that way we can just go ahead and continue making a little bit more progress and getting this going. Alright guys, my bad. The camera ended up dying, or I ran out of space on the memory card, so I had to switch it over, but had to put the injectors on one by one and then put the fuel rail on, because we did spray this, so they weren't fitting, they were fitting kind of snug, so everything pretty much lined up correctly. It doesn't look like there's going to be any issues with it, and it looks like it fits pretty well. So everything is in, so now what we're going to have to do now is pretty much start mounting the fuel pressure regulator and see where that's going to go, so that we can get that out of the way. I might end up making a bracket bending over and going this way, so that we can get it mounted here. I tried drilling it in last time, but unfortunately where the shock goes, or the upper control arms, it's literally right here, and I did not see that. So I'm trying to figure out a spot so we can put it at, so we can get it mounted to. If not, then I might end up just putting the fuel regulator down here or up here. We're gonna figure that out, and we're gonna try to figure out how to make the bracket and how to get it all situated. But yeah, let me go ahead and think about that real quick, and we'll pick it back up when it's time to put the fuel regulator.
Because he got one of my ass cracked. Oh, that shit burn, bro. Shake over here. Shake.
Alright guys, so as you guys seen, right now. We pretty much just got busy. You guys didn't see get all this put on, but all the fuel setup is done. We're missing one piece. We got to get it still, which is a conversion to a -6 that goes to the return line, so we can get that mounted. But this is the way it's going to be mounted. As you guys seen, I was cutting this bracket and making this bracket because the original one stuck out too far, so I didn't want to cut the original one and shorten it. So I figured doing it this way would probably be best. So now everything is pretty much mocked up for the fuel system. We got to get some spacers down here, so we're gonna have to make that. So we're gonna have to go to Home Depot and get that material to make it. Other than that, pretty much fuel system is already set the way it's gonna be. We still gonna have to make a bracket down here, and then we're gonna put a worm clamp to this section so we can get that locked on right there, and put it, and that way it's locked in place. But not too shabby. At least we're making progress on it. And right now, my little brother is getting his valve cover painted. He's painting it, trying to match the engine bay. So we're gonna see how it turns out, and if not, then it's on him. If it looks like shit, it's on him. But not too bad. So we'll see what else we get done. Right now, we're probably gonna end up moving to putting the valve cover back on once it's painted. We're gonna see if we can get some clear coat for it and let it cure. But pretty much this is where it's at right now. Fuel system is done, at least. I'm gonna see if he's gonna take off the exhaust setup, because I want that shit out of my house. I want all the spiders out of my house. He can take that shit in his van at his house, not mine. So yeah. But you guys can see, car is starting to look like a full car now. It is officially K-swapped. And once Dana shows up, we are going to go ahead and change the traction bar out, and then go ahead and start building the cooling system. And pretty much we should be able to fire it up. He's also going to bring stock injectors so we can get the clips on it, because we need original clips, because my brother does have a harness that he actually purchased from Dana, and that one does not have the injector clips on it because he actually used them for another car that he needed off of that harness. So he's going to bring all that down so that we can put it on a, I believe it's on K-tuned or a K-tuner ECU, and that way you can at least drive it and be able to use it, because these are actually 1000 cc's, which won't work with the K-tuner, because it will, the base map will have to be built for that, and we just don't have that accommodation of getting it done because the ECU is a stock base map. So pretty much we're gonna go start on what we're gonna do, and just get busy on some stuff that I need to do for my car. All right guys, so unfortunately I did run into a problem. I ended up doing a recording of me pretty much taking apart the old EDM doors on the EDM door panels that I got from Poland, and there were black door panels. So I ended up recording some of it, and the main clip of showing you guys what they look like on the door panel, that clip straight up, I deleted it by accident when I was going through to try to edit a video that I was doing. And so now here we are. So I did take off all of the centerpieces that go into the door inserts right here. So now we're gonna go ahead and do this, because I washed them, I cleaned them, I already dried them. They are a lot cleaner than what they were. So now what I need to do with this is actually install them into these gray door panels, because my interior on my all-wheel drive EK is actually gray and not black. So that's the main reason why I do not want to use those door panels. So we're gonna go ahead and take these apart. We're gonna go ahead and start with one of the doors. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of it pretty much removed and reassembled, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after. So that way, pretty much guys, we can cap out the video and continue making more progress on the car. I'm hopefully gonna have that car back here in a couple of days. I haven't recorded anything of that car because there has been some stuff that has been going on, some setbacks, some things that have just not gone right. Weather has not held up, and it's just put us behind, but we're trying to make progress. I'm hoping on hopes and dreams, and I'm trying to stay positive that that car is going to be done, so we can at least put it on a trailer and take it to the Honda meet. So pretty much guys, let me go ahead and take apart this door panel here and get the new inserts put onto this one. Alright guys, so that is door panel number 1. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process to all of the other door panels. As I stated, all of the material is already washed. So you guys can see, I'm really just trying to do this at night now because the only time I have free at this point in time. So as you guys seen, everything is washed. I have the other one over there. So there's 2 here. There is the 3rd one, and then I have the other one floating around here somewhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for it, but yeah, this is what we're gonna go ahead and continue to do, and hopefully I can get all the door panels done. I'm still missing, I gotta find the other door panel that I have. I don't exactly know what I did with it, but I gotta find it because again, I need my door panels. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it guys, and then I'll show you guys at the end once it's all finished. Alrighty guys, so pretty much it's the next day. It's late in the afternoon, and as you guys seen, I came out here yesterday. I ended up pretty much pulling out the inserts of the EDM door panels that I had, the gray ones that matched my dash, and I already had taken off the inserts from the black door panels that I had gotten from overseas from Poland, because my interior that I'm running is that blue weave one. So those had, the black door panels had the blue weave inserts, so I pulled them off, I washed them, I cleaned them up, and honestly I did all that just so that way I can reinstall them onto my gray EDM door panels. So pretty much everything is all buttoned up on it. I'm just going to do a little bit of detailing on it. As you guys see, I started wiping it with these leather wipes from Meguiar's. I used that to clean it up because honestly they were really dusty. It brought back a lot of the shine on the gray door panels itself, and then I'm going to go ahead and give it like another coat, you know, clean it really good so that way it would give it a little bit more shine, and that way they look really clean. But nonetheless, all the inserts are done on all 4 door panels. If you guys remember, this was the old insert that we used, or that was on these door panels itself, and that was the main reason why I swapped it over, is because my interior does have this design on it, and I didn't want to run these gray ones on it because it will match my interior pretty much flawlessly. But you know, also we made a little bit of more progress on the not the all-wheel drive, the front-wheel drive K24 Civic wagon, and at least we got the fuel setup done. My brother's still waiting for a few more parts. He took off the exhaust setup, so that way all that's over there at his house now, and that way it's out of the way. So we still have a few more things to do, or quite a few things to do, and let me go ahead and show you guys the list. And let me go ahead and tell you guys this also. The show is literally 6 days a week from today's date. So I'm hoping we can get both cars done. I do pick up my car here in the next day or so, and Dana's actually on his way from San Jose. So he's gonna be leaving in a day or so, and so when he comes down, we already came up with the game plan of how things are gonna happen. He's also bringing some parts down to help my brother out with his build, and he's also gonna loan me a K Pro V4 so that way we can do a startup on my car. And I hope and pray that everything goes right, because again, you know, this is my first time. This is gonna be the first drive for that car. It rolls perfectly fine, it does things. So again, we're just gonna hope that everything works as planned, and that way we can make some more progress on both cars. But again, let me go ahead and say this. Let me know if you guys think we are gonna make it, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the list. But honestly guys, let me know your guys' honest opinion. So if you guys remember guys, this is my list to do, and it's small things like assemble the interior, windows, trims, fill trans differential, radiator fluids, install the sunroof. You know, I got to dyno it, I got to install a base map, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that K Pro V4 for now. I got to put a new starter on it, headliner, radio speakers, run the heater hoses, you know, exhaust, spark plugs, boost lines, Mac wire, and basically the wire harness. Again, I got to reinstall that. And moving on to my brother's car, we have to do all this stuff, and there's still stuff that I need to do here, over here, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's like a repeat. Bleed the brakes, the clutch line, install TPS, install the VTEC solenoid, rewire crank sensor for a K20 because it's a K24, and the harness that Dana sold my brother is a K21. So that's the reason why we have to do that. We got to buy some -6 and caps for the vacuum line for the intake manifold, because this one does have other ports for vacuum. So that's all we really have to do on that section. Install a new alternator, heater, plugs, because my brother's not going to be running a heater core on his car at this point in time. Install a wiring harness, wire all that up, clean it up, ground kits, new traction bar, because the traction bar on the car does not fit with the alternator on it. So also cooling system, axles, base map, you know, AFR install, O2 sensors, make a lower radiator support, and install the header hardware, because it does need all that. But I'm gonna go ahead and do all that off camera also, and I'll update you guys on the next video of how far we got along, or got away, or how far we got on that car, and that way we are at least making progress off camera also. So pretty much, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I know I did a lot of talking at the end of this video, and hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, seeing this car at least making some progress, and hopefully you guys are stoked to see my car come back. I'm hoping, I'm praying, and I'm staying positive that my car comes back how I expect it to come back, with the agreement that we have, because again, I am paying a decent amount of money to have this car ready and done correctly. So with that being said, guys, please like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one, guys. Till next time.